Hello, everyone.
Hi.
How is everyone tonight?
Hi. Oh, there we are. Hello, happy Wednesday.
Yes. Oh, yay. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Yay. I know what it feels like forever that I've really been on. I only missed 1 week but I missed a week before that too. So.
Hi, Jess.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm now working Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
I don't have to add in Wednesday because Wednesday's like my crazy day.
Oh, terrible.
I know.
Well, I hope in January I should be able to get my meds back and I'll be able to step up a little more too. So,
yay for hopefully. Health insurance.
Yay, I know it.
Oh my God. I hate the it comes out.
Do you remember? It tells me. I was thinking the other day. I was trying to tell the kids, like in the '90s, when everybody had good health insurance, and like, I was like, "What? You never even thought about health insurance because if you had a job, you had decent health insurance, and
right, yeah, always.
Yeah, who knew?
I know. Hello, Miss Kulala.
Hello.
I love your name.
Oh, me too.
All right.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
what do we got? Tarot. More tarot.
Yeah. Everything about tarot. There's so much about tarot. The good thing is, I would love to hear too, as we're going through, if anybody else has other tips and stuff, because I know we have a lot of tarot readers that watch. Hi, Trisha.
Hi, Trisha. Yeah, definitely. I think everybody that comes in reads tarot now, right?
Yeah, I think most of the regulars anyway, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm always picking up little nuggets here and there while I'm doing tarot tube.
Yeah, me too. And I took out a couple different kinds of decks and stuff to look at, and of course, still a lot of mine are in storage, but I have some of the different kinds out.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
and
I just have a tarot and an oracle, and then this is like a shadow work deck. Is it coming through?
Conversations with your inner self. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one that Rochelle was doing work with, or no?
I forget where I found it. I thought it was on TikTok, but it might have been tarot too. The box is horrible though. Oh.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a picky box person now.
Yeah.
Now that I've like gotten more into tarot, and these are my favorite. These open ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Something more than this thing though, because it like smashes.
Gets crushed and yeah.
Yeah. Those are my favorite because they look like books on the shelf, you know?
Yeah, those are nice. Tarot is hating you right now, Trisha. Uh-oh. Cleanse your decks again. Make sure sometimes when my tarot decks kind of feel stodgy, like they are stuck in a rut reading the same kind of negative stuff, cleanse them really good. Recharge them outside. Something.
Yeah, I need to put mine on the moon or something. I keep getting the same readings. It's always rest, recharge, look at where you're doing, become clear on your goals. Like the past 4 readings, it's weird. I'm like, all right, give me something else. And it comes
but here's what I found. Have you taken that advice yet?
No.
Then it's going to keep telling you what you need to do until you do it. That's why I have to say, when it starts doing that to me, sometimes I don't do a reading for a while. I'm like, okay, I get it. Until I can do what I'm supposed to do, I'm not going to, expect a different result from my readings when I haven't done the thing I'm supposed to be doing.
I know. It's so hard to do, though.
I know it. I know. It is. It is. It is. For sure.
So why is tarot hating you right now, Trisha? Is it like giving you the Tower and Death and all those Ten of Swords cards?
Five of Cups. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, those aren't fun. I don't like those. No.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Have I gotten one of those? I got 3 majors in a reading the other day. That was pretty cool.
Wow. That's unusual. Big stuff.
I know. Yeah. Major. Anyway, what is your favorite kind of deck? Do you have like a favorite? Do you prefer tarot or oracle or like I have some kind of weird decks that like the weird witch sisters or something like that. Have you seen that deck? I don't know how to
That
use it.
sounds familiar.
I
Yeah, I think you mean I don't know if I've seen the weird, but the Witch's Wisdom or something, that's a weird kind of deck too.
Oh yeah.
And it's not, like it's a whole different system.
Oh yeah, those mess me up. I just did a video with the Forest of Enchantment, and I think the more I work with it, I haven't worked with it in a little bit, so I'm gonna work with it this winter and see if I can get it. But like, what are the suits? Are weird. Let me see. Visions, spells, challenges, and what else? Boons. Boons are the pentacles. The challenges are swords. Visions are wands, maybe.
Yes. Oh no. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've used that deck.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still getting used to it. It's pretty though. I like it.
All right. She said, if I'm reading for someone else or about someone else, it's spot on. But when I try for myself, I either don't get drawn to pull a card at all, or the cards are so scatterbrained and don't make sense. So
have you tried switching your decks too?
Yeah, like switch out your decks. Definitely. Hi, Rochelle. And definitely cleanse and recharge. Sometimes, especially when you're trying to read for yourself, it's the energy. I don't know how to describe it, but the energy is heavy, and it just doesn't seem to be on for yourself. I've had that happen too for like personal readings. It just doesn't seem like it's connected to me. Sometimes it is, for me anyway, I find that it's just what Deb was saying, that it has given me the advice that I need. And now it's kind of like, okay, just do that. And I'm not going to give you anything different. So let me know when you've done that, and I'll reconnect with you.
Oh, Jess, that's a good idea. I've never done that. She uses the pendulum. I like that. I don't use my pendulum for much.
Yeah, I haven't used mine in a while either. I love my playing cards. I'm just starting the last 2 years using Oracle and Tarot. That's cool. I brought out a playing card tarot deck that I'll show you at some point, like when we start talking about different kinds of decks.
Yeah.
And that's good for when you're just learning on playing cards. It's a good deck to start out with, something that kind of melds the two together.
Yeah, Quinn and Christina just brought me back one from France. I did a walk. Did it go out? Yes, it went out today, I think.
Oh, cool.
I don't
know. She said she's been neglecting Oracle, so she thinks, thinking about trying them. That's a good idea. That could switch out the kind of deck you're using. I find that too, that if I pull one out that I haven't used for a long time, or you know, I get a new one, or if I feel drawn to some kind of different one, or sometimes if I'm using the same one too much, after a while, it's like, okay, I need to set this one aside for a while.
Yeah, like it gets stale.
Yeah.
It gets tired. It doesn't want to talk anymore.
Yeah. Like, okay, lady, you should have figured this shit out by now.
You know. Oh
I agree, Rochelle. I like Oracle and Tarot both, and I use them together almost all the time.
Yeah.
My fur baby, yes, he is.
Oh, I see him now. I have my camera like right in between us, so it kind of looks like I'm looking at the camera. I don't know how to set this thing up. He's so snuggly. Oh my gosh.
Yes, he is.
Same thing. I'll tuck
He's
him
like,
in.
okay, he doesn't understand anymore. It's dark out. He's like, why aren't we in bed? I don't understand. Why are we in the living room? We're supposed to be in bed. Yeah, exactly. It's only 5 o'clock, but it's dark.
Yep. Bob and I have been going to bed at like 6:30. I'm not kidding. I'll go to bed and read, and then I like
you
my
get up
eyes
super early though.
I do. I was up again this morning. I think it was 2:30. Oh my God. As soon as I can get to the herb store.
So I used to be like that, and then I used to get up really early, and then with Peter working nights, I'm trying to switch to more nights. Well, now I was telling Deb, my youngest son has a job where he's like on call when snowstorms happen. He goes with a landscaping company and shovels and lays salt and that kind of stuff. So he gets called in at all hours of the night when it's been snowing. They just call him in, and he doesn't have his license yet. So I'm driving him. So it's been like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2:30. I think last night was 3:30. I think it was almost 4 the night before that.
Oh my God.
And, then he's there for like 4 or 5 hours, and then he calls again, and I got to go pick him up. And I missed his call, not this morning, but yesterday I missed his call. And I think I was telling him, I'm like, oh my God, I think I've lost the mom hearing. Like when you're listening for your kids and stuff, I think they've been grown-ups for so long now. I think I've like turned it off or something, and I don't hear my phone at all anymore.
Yeah.
So I said to him, well, when I drop you off, I'm going to stay in the living room and I'll nap on the couch or something, but I'm too worried that I'll miss it.
Right. Just make sure all your ringers are up.
I know. And I did that too. I like made sure that ringer was way up. I didn't hear it. He called me 4 times before I heard it.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm up around 5:30, 3 to 4, and then go back to bed. Yeah, I know. I'm up on and off all the time to pee too. Constantly.
Oh yeah, I can't go back to sleep because, well, not only does it take me hours to fall asleep usually, like I don't know what the deal is with the 6 o'clock thing lately, but it takes me a while to get to sleep, and then like I have to get up for work at 4:30. So it's like if it's 2 or later, I just stay up and then fall asleep again at 6, whatever.
It's funny because I've been up so late and been sleeping in and stuff. Like this morning, I had to go back and get him. I think it was like 7:30 or something. And I'm like, I'm just going to wear my pajamas. I threw jeans on, but I was like, I have my pajama top on and stuff. And there's all these people out. And I'm like, oh, yeah, like the rest of the world is up already. I kind of have to be aware of that.
Right.
There's people at the bus stops.
Kids go walk around in pajamas all the time. I don't get it. But.
Oh, it's terrible. All right. So, Tara, what were we asking?
Yeah, back. Oop, to Tara. I dropped my baby thing. Hang on. I'll be right back. I gotta go diving. It fell into the depth. Oh, wait.
All right, so types of decks. We can talk about types of decks first. I would think, obviously, the most popular deck in the world is the Rider-Waite-Smith decks, and they are based on A.E. Waite and Pamela Coleman Smith did all the art for it. And there are a whole lot of decks that are either clones. They call them clones, which they're basically exactly the same as Rider-Waite, but they tweak them a little bit, or they have different colors in them or something. Or they're Rider-Waite-Smith based, and they have different pictures, but they have the same meanings as the Rider-Waite-Smith decks. For me, those are the ones that I use the most. I do use other types of decks sometimes, but that's the most comfortable for me. I think because I learned on that first.
Yep.
Probably.
Yeah, I've never done Thoth or like Lenormand or what's the other one? Marseille.
Yep, Marseille style is much more of a numerology kind of thing.
Yep.
There's a trend now. What's that?
Two of my majors were switched. The Judgment and Strength was switched, and somebody had mentioned that they thought it was Thoth based.
Justice, yeah. Justice and Strength.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's usually an indicator that it's either Thoth or Marseille is like that too.
Oh,
where Strength is 11 and Justice is 8. The Thoth based is supposedly, and I read some of them, like I've had Thoth decks before, is supposedly less Christianity based. Like A.E. Waite has a lot of Christian symbology and stuff, and so the Thoth deck is supposed to be like the Golden Dawn people did it much more based on non-religious stuff. Oh no!
I know. Rochelle's saying she's waiting for the kettle. I'm like, heat me up. Right? All out. I'm down to water now. That's boring.
Oh yeah.
Do you have all those other decks? The Marseille and the Thoth and the... You do?
Yeah, I do. The Marseille deck, my first deck ever.
He's nesting behind you. Look at him. He's nesting. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's got a comfy spot.
That's why he has his own blanket, so he doesn't rip mine up. My first deck ever was a 1 JJ Swiss. Did you find it? Did you find the spot? Did you? Yes.
Oh my gosh, look at that face.
Oh. I love how he sits on his ass with his legs out. He's so goofy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's so goofy.
Look at the mouth. Oh my goodness.
I know, when he opens it, it's like predator jowls.
I know.
All right, I did not put this in order. Duh, that was dumb. My first deck ever was a 1 JJ Swiss, which is a Marseille deck. And I started reading from the Marseille style, and I was not great at it because, for one thing, it's much more numerology based, just like playing cards kind of are along the same lines. And it's, it's got pip cards, which means that it just shows like 5 wands or, 4 cups or whatever. It doesn't have any hints in the art.
Yeah, that's why you got to be really good at numerology.
Yeah. It's a lot more memorization. And so I learned, originally I started learning on a 1 JJ Swiss deck. It took me forever to get, so I could kind of read for myself. And then I kind of not totally gave up, but I was discouraged, and I kind of put it away for a couple of years because I was like, all right, I don't know.
I don't get it.
And then I started with a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and it was much easier for me to be able to have some visual clues in the cards. And the symbology, I got much more quickly, and it made more sense to me to be able to read the symbology in the card. And so it gave you something to go on rather than just, 5 swords or whatever.
Yeah. Or a house.
Yeah.
Or normally like one picture of something, right?
Yeah. Yep. House,
associated
girl or boy, ship. Yep.
I don't think I could remember all that. I have to use the book all the time.
Right.
But that would be fine. I use the books anyway. I don't care.
Yeah. It's not bad. This deck that I have, I should have put it in order, but this one is called Divine and Play Tarot. It's a deck that I got off a Kickstarter a while ago, but there's several out there like that now. I think I'm trying to remember, I have it, but it's in storage. There's one on Amazon that is like a blue and gold box that's kind of like this, but this is a playing card deck, and they give you the majors for the Rider-Waite-Smith. So like they have all the majors.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other cards, the minors, are all the playing cards. So like the Ace of Hearts is the Ace of Cups.
Yeah.
And then there's a major. The majors are black. And then they added in, the only difference is they have these knight cards, because, regular playing card decks don't have knights. They have the jacks. They have queens and kings, but they don't have the knights. So they added in the small K for knights. So that it's kind of a way to start learning the playing cards.
Yeah, I love that deck.
And I liked this one a lot. I use this one a lot because it kind of just helps you to learn the pip cards more. But then it also has the majors in there.
Right.
So that's a good one if you're like interested in learning the playing cards one. There are several on the market that are kind of like that.
Yeah, that's good. I'll show you.
I'm trying to remember the Amazon deck that is like that. Tarot, Intuitions, no. Tarot. I can see the deck in my mind, but can't quite get it.
So these are the pip ones. It's just there's no pictures. But then the major ones, they have majors. Oh, look, it's in order and everything.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and then let me see what the knights are. Oh, so we got Jack.
Oh, that's cool.
There's a knight.
Ah, yeah.
The queen. They're all about the same. They got them from that the catacombs where all the people are buried.
Oh, cool.
They got to, like, move all those bodies in there, bones and stuff, and they made like different art things out of them.
That's cool. I like it. I like it. I like it.
I like that deck. It would be easier to get, used to seeing the numbers,
Yeah. God, I can't for the life of me remember. I can see it. No, and I just can't. I'll try to remember to find it and take pictures of it, or at least find the name of it, because I know there's a couple that are, like mass market, not very expensive on Amazon.
That's me.
That are like that. Yeah, right. And then you can also, there's all kinds of different systems. A lot of decks nowadays have their own system completely, which can be fun and it can be confusing.
Yeah.
I have quite a few that I didn't know ahead of time were their own system, and I'll use them. Usually the problem is I use them for a little while, but like to learn a whole new system well enough where I'm going to use this deck a lot and stuff, I don't have the time for that usually.
Right. Yeah.
It took me, I bet you, it took me about 4 years to be proficient enough in tarot that I felt like I could read for other people. I'm not spending that, that much time on another kind of deck.
Right.
Forget it. That's just not happening.
No.
Hi, Summer. I feel like I'm too old to learn a new system. Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Too much. This is a rune deck that I think this is the same one you have, Deb. I think it's just I have the Kickstarter version. I think.
Oh, cool. Yeah, mine has a little cat on the front.
And so the runes are in there, and I like the rune decks because it's, I mean, I have my regular runes, but it's nice to have like a picture with it, and it's, the cards are easier to carry with you sometimes, you don't have to worry about carrying a bag with you. They make nice altar cards, so if there's a specific card that you want to carry around with you, that is nice. If you want to put some kind of energy on your, that's on the front, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
yeah,
you wanna,
I use a lot for spell work.
Yeah, they're really good for that.
You want to bring that energy into your working or whatever. I love runes for that. That's really the only way. I don't divine with them usually.
I used to a lot more, but it's funny. I think the older I get, the more set in my ways I am.
Oh, is this the one you were looking for, Jen? Keymaster?
No, that's not the one. It's the one I was thinking about is older, but
she's gonna remember it. Like when you take whoever to work, who is it that works?
Joey. Yep. I'm gonna be like, oh, that's what it is. Like, I want to say like Tarot Illuminations or something, and it was like a rectangular box, and I hate this. They split the deck in two, those, and had it side by side. I hate when they do that.
Yeah, the vice versa, or no, as above, so below. What is that one? Get that one.
Yeah,
I was using that one yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that.
And I cannot. I'll remember it eventually. If anything, if nothing else, I know I got it off of Amazon, so I can go back in my Amazon history. Like, you go back years, and eventually I'll be like, oh, look, there it is.
I did that. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
So everybody knows it's Tarot and Oracle, and we know Marseille and Lenormand. And then do you have any like weird decks like this? Like that don't like that shadow work deck? Or the Weird Sisters is another one. It's like rituals and spells that you draw one.
Yep.
And I've done it before just because I wanted to do something magical, but I didn't know what to do.
Right.
Like I'm always healing and protection. That's all I ever do. So
yeah.
I'm like, give me something new.
Do
you have any of those kinds?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm trying to, and of course, here we go again. I'm trying to remember. There's an older one that I got a long time ago that I absolutely love, and I haven't used it very much in years, but it was really, really good. And same kind of thing. It was like spells and. Yep. The brain is just not there.
Same.
But yes, I have several decks that are kind of like that are just different decks. You use them for different kind of things. I have a deck. Well, actually, I have two decks from Raven Grimassi, who is like a very famous pagan author that did a couple decks a long time ago, and I got my hands on his decks, and I love, actually, Do I have them right here? Actually, hold on. Give me 1 second. I think I know where that is. Actually.
I had one of his decks. Actually, he's in one of the cards. So
Yeah.
I don't think I have it anymore, though. I have a horrible habit that if I don't connect with the deck right away, I transfer it to somebody else, have them adopt it.
You're funny. You transferred to somebody else. That's the deck. I think that's the deck I'm talking about. And it's super rare now. You can't find it anywhere. I think it might be in my bedroom. God damn it. I just switched the bags. But they have all of the there's like a card for each Sabbath. There's a card for like altar and chalice and all your different tools and stuff. And it started out when you were a new pagan. He wanted to create a deck that would help you. Like, you didn't have to get all the tools and stuff. If you didn't have a chalice, you could pull out the chalice card, and put it on your altar and be like, okay, this is symbolic for the chalice. Or, this is, it was really nice.
In the closet, right? It's much easier to hide a deck than it is a whole altar setup.
Yeah. Yep. And so I have that one. That's one that's kind of like, that similar type of thing. I have a lot of decks that are, for me, learning decks, learning different. Like I think I showed what was it called? Our Tarot is the woman's history deck. And I know I was supposed to pull that out a lot more. I have that for me is a really good deck to just pull out once in a while and learn about a woman in history.
Oh yeah.
So I have a bunch of decks that are like that too, that are just kind of different things to pull out and learn about that I play with sometimes. Or if you're in a rut, like Trisha was saying, her decks just aren't working for her or something. Try doing something totally different and get a deck that you're not used to and see, if that tells you something different.
Yeah, it's a good excuse to go buy yourself a new deck.
Yeah.
We're neighbors here.
Yeah, or if you can't do that, get a lot of the tarot apps and stuff have all kinds of different decks. So sometimes if you can't afford a new deck or something, you can go on one of the tarot apps and pull from a deck that you don't have, Gives you a new.
Favorite apps? I don't have any tarot apps on my phone anymore.
Oh, geez. Let me see if I can. Because can I get to my apps?
That's you're on your phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I'm trying to remember. Tarot, the really good one that shows a bunch of different decks. I know. I always do this, and then I forget to get back to it.
I can't remember the one that I used to have. But yeah, it had a menu that you could pick what tarot deck you wanted to read from. And then they had a random draw and some stuff like that.
Yeah, I know, Rochelle. I do too. I don't have all of mine with me, but I hear you. But sometimes, you just, nothing is speaking to you. You have to have done this, Rochelle, because I do it sometimes. I was standing in front of my bookcase and I'm like, it's full, and I still am like, nothing is really calling to me. I don't know. It's terrible.
Linda's in, Misty's in.
Linda. Yay. Got 6 decks, but I'm just starting to collect them. Oh, well, it's addicting. Be careful.
Oh, wicked. Yeah. I have probably, I don't know, under 20. I don't have a lot to choose from.
That's really good. I have been selling a bunch.
I don't use it. I don't keep it.
I've been getting better. I've been trying to sell a bunch. My problem is I don't want to, a lot of my decks are older decks or rare or something. And it's not, I don't want to bilk people for it or anything, but I also don't want to give it away because I'm poor, so I'm like, I don't, you know, unless it's somebody that I really know, you know, I've given decks to people that, you know, that I know will really enjoy this deck and stuff, but I don't want to just give them away when I could really use the money for it. And
well, you know, you make that an investment, you know, it might as well be good. If you're not going to use it, you might as well.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I was going to say too, one of the things that I wanted to have a discussion with, since we're talking about tarot, is I have over 40 fairy decks. Oh, that's cool.
No, I don't have
I like
any
that.
fairy decks.
You know what I do? I goddess decks. I have a lot of goddess decks because when I was teaching different goddesses, I would get a bunch.
Research. Like if you want to draw one to learn about, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I have a bunch. I bet you I have 20 different goddess decks.
That's awesome.
I have a lot. One of the things I wanted to talk about though was because it's controversial and it seems to be coming up a lot, is AI decks. I know that a lot of people are coming out and saying that they won't buy an AI deck. They don't like AI decks. It's hurting the industry and stuff. And I understand what they're saying as far as the like the artists and stuff. It's hard to be an artist anyways, and so I get that it could be hurting the artists and stuff, except that a couple things. One is AI is the future, and it's going for everybody's job. It's not just artists. It's everybody. You know, it's doctors. It's fast food workers. It's rad techs. It's everybody's job. It's going for all of our jobs. And
Walmart cashiers.
Yeah. Yep.
One freaking lane open.
Oh my gosh, I know. But it's coming for everybody. It's not exclusively going after artists. I don't like when they don't tell you that they've used AI. That bugs me. Because that's like, okay, now you're trying to come across like you personally came up with all of this. And not that there is definitely a vision. The artist or the graphic artist has to have a good eye, has to feed information into the AI thing. There is an art to finding the right AI image and giving the AI the right things to make it come up with what you want. And in editing, when it comes up with stuff, you know, like 6 fingers on a hand or something, you have to like know that that doesn't look right. And so there's something to be said for a good AI deck that they have said ahead of time. Yes, we used some AI to help us with the art and stuff, but we also edited, and we also did our own graphic design for some stuff, and we also, you know, fed it information. There is something to be said for that, as long as they reveal that ahead of time. I don't really have a problem with it.
No.
And I know that's kind of controversial. Some people are really, really against it right now. Really, like.
Yeah, I like the digital art. I don't know the AI. I don't know as I would know an AI deck from a regular digital art though, unless they said this is an AI deck.
Yeah,
you know? It's
right.
It's hard to tell.
It is definitely hard to tell, and that's partly why I think it's. That's partly why I think it's good if they say it. It's okay, because, and I see too. There is, I think it's a problem if they don't say it, because a lot of the times the people I've found anyway, the people that don't say their AI decks ahead of time are the ones that don't do a very good job of it, are the ones that you find cards that their hand is blurred, or it has 6 fingers, or something is not quite right, and I feel like they're the kind of shady people that are not, you know, trying to pass it off as all their own. Right. That would bug me. Yeah. But I have a gorgeous AI deck that I've been waiting to show. It's still in order because I haven't shown it yet. That I got for my birthday, and I just haven't had time yet.
Oh.
But
oh shit, hot flash.
I know. Here we go.
I'm so cold right now. I can't even tell you how cold I am.
I had to put plastic up on some of the windows and.
Oh, I'm like trying to warm up my hands. That's why I keep going.
Here, take some of my heat.
Okay. The stupid chimney thing came in, so we should be done this weekend, and I can light my stove. I'll be so excited.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I'll give you just a sneak peek of the one I'm talking about because it's a great deck. I really love this deck, and it's an AI helped deck.
What deck is that, Misty, that you were talking about? Oh, that's cute.
This combines the Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland.
Oh my goodness.
Really, really good. Like, I'm really excited about this deck, and I really like it a lot. And I haven't used it because I've kept it in order so that I could show it. But this is one that was done really well. Like, look at the backs have this awesome like embossing quality to it.
Oh, cool.
And then I'll just show you a couple because I got to do a whole video. But look at.
Right. Oh, I love her.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
There are some really, really gorgeous cards in here. And I love of ethereal quality to it and stuff.
So Misty said that it was ethereal. Yeah. Do you have that one?
That was. What was the question?
If she had any AI decks.
Oh, and they didn't let you know it was AI. I only found out when others told me. I wish they were upfront about it. Ethereal. Yeah. That one doesn't sound familiar.
Or something?
Visions. It could be. I'd have to see it. It's really sad when you have so many decks that you're not sure if you have that.
Right.
But anyways, this one I will show like within a week or so. I will come on and show this because it's super, super good. It's a really good one. But as far as I'm concerned, this is like an example of how to do it right. So, and I was thinking maybe I'll try to pull out. I know I have one that's terrible too, but.
Hattie Thorne.
Hattie Thorne on Etsy. Pretty much all of her decks are gorgeous and they are AI.
Well, no check her out. Thank you for sharing.
The last 10 decks that I released that people have been buying are AI generated. See, yeah, I agree. I think as long as they reveal that ahead of time and disclose that, I'm okay with that because that's where we're headed, guys. I don't know, I get that it's a scary thing, that progress is very scary sometimes. And what I didn't like that was happening before AI really started is that the whole thing with China just stealing images and coming out with their own decks. Hi, Bob.
There's not enough room. Oh, bedtime. Good night.
I hated when China started taking the images and just releasing the deck. So they were totally, not using copyright stuff. They were releasing decks that they had no rights to release and doing it cheaply. And then the actual artists and authors and stuff were not getting credit for it and stuff. That's awful. And I will not buy a deck like that. Unless I don't know, and then I'll disclose that. I've done that a couple times where even Amazon got really bad all of a sudden.
Yeah.
They did not used to be like that, but all of a sudden they will let anybody sell a deck now, and it doesn't matter if they're fake or not.
I know. Yeah, the only way I can tell is if it doesn't have a book with it.
Yep. If you see the scan code, that's it.
Yep.
99.9% of the time, it's it.
I did that with the Seasons of the Witch deck, the Oracle decks that they're doing for the different Sabbats.
Yeah.
I was horrified. It was little, right? So I thought it was,
Yeah.
you know, regular deck. There's no book, there's no nothing. So when I do that, I turn them into bookmarks.
Yeah, there you go.
And get
Perfect.
out. Yeah.
I have a deck. The first time that happened to me was and I was all excited and I should have known, you know, it's one of those things that after I got it, I was like, well, duh, of course it's a fake deck. It was Raymond Buckland did a deck like the Gypsy Tarot or something a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I found one on Amazon and I thought, oh my God, somebody has like a copy of it that they don't know that it must be an old copy that was and they don't realize that it's like a really old deck and it's hard to find. And then when I got it, I thought, oh yeah, this is so, and I know I did a video of it at the time that I was like, okay, this is totally fake. I can't believe they sent this to me. And
right. Oh, yeah, that stinks because then you feel guilty.
yes, terribly. I know it. Awful.
Yes, Temu too. Yep.
I was into tarot at all, but my mom
not to buy off of there now though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Out and Temu and all of them. I won't buy off of there at all. Yep.
I know, Misty, I was gonna do that too, but I don't care for I like Rochelle's decks that she's doing better than the Seasons of the Witch ones. That's not nice to say, but I do. I'm not into that artwork for some reason. I don't.
I think it's funny you say that. I use the Season of the Witch decks for different things. When it's close to that season, I pull them out and use them for altar cards, or I use them for reminders like, okay, I need to do something for the season. Let me pull a card and see, okay, I'm going to do something like this for the season.
Yep.
I don't really use them for oracle cards, though. I agree.
Oh, okay. Do you have all of them so far?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes, which means I'm only missing one now. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Ostara, maybe? Have they done an Ostara one? I know there's only one left, but I think it might be Ostara.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. The artwork that Rochelle is using, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Gorgeous. It's funny, I have not bought a whole lot of decks in a long time.
Summer. Thank you for coming in.
Good night.
No, my hubby just went to bed, so.
Oh my goodness. I know we are chatting along and it's almost 8 o'clock already. What else? Setting up your space. Yeah.
Do you do anything special? Do you like smudge or spell or anything?
It depends on, I don't for my regular daily readings. Yeah, when I get up and I'm like, all right, it's just a regular daily reading, I don't do that. When I'm going to read for somebody else, I do.
Oh,
I do, you know, either smudge or I have sprays, sage sprays or something that I'll kind of spray the area.
Yep. Yeah, if I'm doing anything big, like a ritual or, you know, something that I really need to get some information.
Definitely. I was going to say too, I have a couple different tricks. This is, you know, Himalayan pink salt.
Oh, I've never seen it like that.
Yeah, you can set that on your decks and that will help cleanse them. And a trick I have for getting chunks of Himalayan pink salt, ready? I get it really cheap because if you look at, I think you can get it on Amazon. I'll have to look. It's been a while because I have so much of it that I don't need it really anymore. You can get huge, like 10-pound bags of it.
Yeah.
If you look for salt licks, like people who do for the deer.
Yeah. Oh,
that's what it is. You'll look and it'll say Himalayan salt chunks, and that's what it is. They come like this, and they're chunks of Himalayan salt, and it's like $20 for like a 10-pound bag.
Oh, cool.
That's a trick. I've done that for years now.
That's good. I use just either quartz or selenite in some of my boxes. Some of the boxes they don't fit, but
yeah, I've had bowls and baskets and stuff full of salt chunks for years because you get this huge thing in the mail, you know, and it takes me forever to go through it. So
I bet that is awesome. Great tip.
yeah, that's a good one. Someone said for a newbie, what kind of deck would you recommend? It depends on you. It really depends on you. I personally would recommend a Rider-Waite-Smith deck because there's symbology in there, at least that you can attach to. It for me, it was easier to attach to the symbology. Even if you don't like the regular like images of the Rider-Waite-Smith, a lot of people hate these images. You know, they don't enjoy the colors of the Rider-Waite-Smith, and I get that. That's okay. It took me a long time to appreciate these exact cards. But even if you don't like that, there's a ton of Rider-Waite-Smith based decks that you can get. Fairy decks, you can get space decks. There's so many now that you can any aesthetic you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do kind of recommend an RWS to start out with.
There's so many tarot decks coming out now. Like my list is so long.
I know it's, you know, when Deb and I started, there was, I mean, I bet you there was maybe, I don't know, maybe like 50 total that had ever been produced, really. You know, like it was like a big deal.
Once a year or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's way different now.
Now it's like 100,000 different decks.
Yeah.
My dog would be trying to lick all over the salt chunks. Oh, that's funny. Ty doesn't. Well, I don't have to worry. He doesn't ever touch anything that isn't his. He's so good.
Oh, so good.
Depends on what artwork you're really drawn to. Yep. Something comes with a good guidebook. Yes. They have lots of different decks with keywords on them. Absolutely. And that's the other thing I was going to say. I know a couple of weeks ago when we talked about tarot, I showed a couple that have keywords. And as long as it's one that you kind of connect with some of the keywords on there, you know, when they show you the examples, that's pretty good. And that helps. I do recommend if you get a deck with keywords on it, though, it's really hard to unintentionally be lazy about it and only look at the keywords and not really learn the deck. So I do recommend either covering it up as soon as you pull it and trying to read it first without it.
Yeah.
Which is what I had to do because I immediately would look at the keyword immediately and then it would just be like, oh yeah, I know what this is. Or at least try to write like your first impressions or something. For me, it was a big deal to write down what I thought of those cards every day I bet you I did that every day for 6 months.
Wow.
I would pull like 3 cards and just write down 5 or 6 words, a couple sentences of what I thought that meant for me. Yeah. And that really, really helped in my journey to actually learn the cards. Because for one thing, you start seeing patterns when you can look back and go, oh yeah, didn't I just pull that card? Or something similar. And so you start to see the patterns and then it makes more sense when you can go back and look at it.
Right. Yeah. I did a printout last year. I did like a scatter plot.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's like where all my cards fell this year so far.
You are so organized. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's because my brain doesn't work 90% of the time. So if I have an appointment or whatever, if I want to remember anything, it has to go in that book.
I love that idea, Trisha. Put a Post-it note over it and try to read it without first. And then lift the Post-it note and see how close you were or something. That will help a lot. Definitely.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
Definitely. That's a good idea. For cleansing, I was saying I have like sage liquid, and you can use Florida waters. And this is my favorite stuff. This is Kananga water. I love the smell of this stuff. You can make your own. This is just because I'm lazy, and lately I haven't been making my own shit.
I like those bottles better than mine, though. Those bottles are worth buying it.
Yeah, I like those bottles too, and it lasts a long time. They really, I bet you, I've had my Kananga water for 6 months, 7 months.
You just use a little bit.
Yeah, I just put a little bit on my hands usually, and I just kind of flick it over my decks a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So what else? I'm trying to remember what else I was going to say, and I can't remember. Yes, I know. I used to make all my own shit, though. I never bought anything at first.
It takes so much time, though. It really
does. It really does. It does. I will say too, the good thing is that kind of stuff, Florida water, sage water, lavender water, all that kind of stuff, it lasts forever if you do it right. So like, I'll have to pull out and show you at some point. I have I bet you it's more than that. I have a huge jug of sage water. I have a huge jug of lavender water. I will have enough for life.
Yeah.
I'll never have to make that again.
What's that? I did try to do lilac essence water, and it didn't smell like anything. So I don't know what I did.
Lilac is really, really hard. Yeah. That is one of the hardest things to do. Coming from Rochester, which is the lilac capital of the world, it is super, super hard to get a natural lilac scent because it does not transfer very well.
No.
So it's very rare to find one. And if there's a couple ways to do it, but it's really super, like it looks like a science experiment. You know, you have to have like the heat and the stuff coming across, and you can't just cold press or anything like that. So when you actually find an essential, I got an essential oil once, and I think it was like a half of something. It was like this big, and it was $30.
Oh my God. I was just going to ask if they have essential oil. I've never looked for it.
They do. In Rochester, they sell it. But if you get it, it's expensive. Yeah, now, I also have found some that are artificial that smell awesome, that smell just like it, but it's artificial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of my perfume is artificial, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And some of them are still really good. Like they try really hard to stick to as much natural stuff as they can. But lilac is just one of those that's really, really hard to do.
Yeah.
Lavender is so easy. It's so overpowered. It's like rose, you know, it overpowers everything. So that's one that's an easy one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What else?
So many scents I love.
Oh my goodness. We were going to talk about a lot of stuff.
So many things. I know. Well, no, these were just ideas.
Oh, okay.
Just so I could have something to go off of because I'm tired.
Right. We were going to talk about spreads. I will say that the Celtic Cross spread is one of the most famous spreads out there. And I told Deb I uploaded when I taught the Celtic spread, I uploaded the thing that I taught, and we can post that on the Facebook site. And it's a really easy way to remember the Celtic Cross.
Yeah.
I don't think
numbered.
I don't think I've used the Celtic Cross more than maybe 10 times though in my entire life. It's one of those that like a lot of people used to use it a lot.
Yeah.
But
I think I've done it maybe 3 times. Yeah. Usually it's like 3 cards or maybe 5. Yeah.
Right. Or if I'm doing like a big spread, for me, a lot of times I don't need a printout of a spread. I'll just be like, this is what I want this card to mean. Pull it. This is what I want this card to mean, you know?
Yeah.
It's nice though sometimes to have spreads. I have a whole book of, well, I have a couple books, I'm sure, of different spreads and stuff. Sometimes I'll just look up if you're like in a rut or there's something specific. I'll look up, you know, a good spread to do.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I don't have any books on spreads. I just do like a Google search when I need something, some idea or whatever.
Yeah, my Pinterest page, I have a whole board of spreads that's huge. Have I posted my Pinterest page on our group wall? I have to do that because that's a huge resource. My Pinterest page, I have been saving pagan stuff on my Pinterest page for like decades probably now. And it's a huge resource. I have like, I don't know how many boards, but a lot. And a lot of pins. So that's a good resource. I go to that a lot. I'll try to post it.
Me too. Bye, Trisha. Have a good night.
Good night, Trisha.
I know, Misty. Those are on my like all of the everything that's on her site. I'm so in love with that artwork.
Cleansing, storing the deck.
Cleansing, storing. We did that. Storage, daily practices. Do you pull cards every day? I try to do a 3 card every day.
Yeah, I usually do. I will say lately it's been tougher. Like, you know, if I'm exhausted and stuff, I find I'm like, whatever. My day is going to be in bed and, you know, doing the shit I have to do. And so who cares what the tarot says today? But
you have no routine right now either. So that probably contributes a lot.
Yeah, that makes it hard. For sure.
It just kind of becomes autopilot when you're in a routine.
Yeah. I'll tell you, to the point where there has been so many nights lately, you can't tell yet, but that I have like, it's been like 7 o'clock and I'm like, oh my God, have I eaten today?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, nope, I don't think I've eaten anything today. It's probably 4 times a week now that I'm like, oh shit, you know, I think I haven't eaten. It's terrible.
I am doing a 36-hour fast. I am on hour 28.
How you doing with that?
Good. No hunger at all.
Oh, good.
When you're fasting, it shuts off that ghrelin that makes you hungry.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. And then I drank ashwagandha tea, which also helps curb that hungry feeling. So
that's nice. That's the problem though, is that after a while I don't miss it. Like I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'll go all day and then I forget that I haven't eaten and I'm like, oh shit. I forgot. I haven't done that.
Yeah, I have to break my fast with something real gentle and like make myself eat something. So,
that's a good idea.
Really not to.
But yeah, same thing with tarot. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Usually if I'm doing well and I'm on a routine and stuff, though, I used to definitely do it. And I do it probably still at least 3 times a week.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh, tons of benefits. The pain relief, especially. My legs are communicating with my brain. I haven't used my cane in, oh my gosh, I don't know how long, months now.
That's awesome.
A couple months.
Yay.
Yeah. In September, I was still like doing the walker cane a little bit, but yeah, I haven't been using the elevator at work and
nice.
Awesome, yeah. You lose your skin tags. I get like skin tags.
Yeah,
and
I
when
do
you're
too.
fasting, that autophagy that your cells go through, they like repair themselves. They go away. It's the weirdest
Wow.
thing. Yeah, no more
Wow.
cutting them. It's
No
weird.
kidding.
Yeah,
That's cool.
awesome. Yeah. I fast usually every day during the week. I go from like the night before to the next night. Once in a while, I'll have Taco Tuesday at school, but yeah, usually I'm not eating yet until dinner. But
Nice.
I'll do a video on my channel just to like
Yeah.
let you guys know what's happening. And
Yeah.
but, yeah, I gained 3 pounds, 4 pounds, I don't know, something like that over Thanksgiving. I had a piece of pie, a truly, what else do I have? Fruit. I didn't even eat the cake. I was so good. And I still gained. Like, if I look at food, it's
See,
awful.
screw it. It's our,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna not ever eat anything. Not that like I don't try to be healthy and stuff, but I'm not
Right.
gonna deprive myself on Thanksgiving and stuff when you do that
No,
and it doesn't matter anyway. Nope.
I know. Well, that's it. But I did see the pain level go up, and my legs were
Right.
acting up yesterday. Oh, I had a Diet Coke too. That stupid, whatever it is, saccharin or aspartame or whatever. Yeah. So I cheat once in a while, but I can't do it too much because, boy,
yeah,
it stinks for pain. So
that stinks.
anyway,
That stinks.
you want to draw a card?
Yes.
I'm fading now, and I have to pee.
Yes. And I'm going to have to get up at 3 a.m. too. So, yes, let's draw our cards.
Yeah, I love food, and I love any kind of food, mostly sweet. So any carb, I love carbs.
Carbs. Mm-hmm. Me too.
Candy,
Carbs are my
bread.
big thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I'll do an oracle. Ooh,
Just one. I got two, I think. Nope, I got 3 different cards. Okay,
Ooh,
here we go.
Assassin's Creed. That's fun.
Okay.
Good
Oh,
time. Me too.
surrender.
Oh, I love her dress.
That's cool. That's like a Fleetwood Mac dress.
Yeah. Oh,
Surrender.
I'm stupid book in there. I'm like, what the heck?
Breathe. Let go of whatever life stresses you are experiencing. When you resist, no, what you resist persists. Release any illusion that you have control. Surrender to whatever opportunity presents itself instead of what you think should happen. Oh, geez, they are calling me out. Be at ease with change. Say yes more often. Disengage from the current and float.
Wow.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I did
That's a really
I
good one.
pulled flexibility,
Ooh.
which is like the flow, right?
Yep.
This is it.
Oh, that's pretty.
The spirit of the willow set. Am I glaring? A little bit. Be flexible in your life. Be willing to bend rather than break. Be amenable. How do you say that? Oh my God. Am I a para? Amiable? I don't know.
amiable.
Whatever. Yeah, that. To change, and you will flourish in wondrous ways. So, yay.
It's very similar. Same kind of thing.
Yeah, same energy, right?
Flow with
Nice.
that. Nice.
Yay.
All right.
Love you
Yay.
guys.
Have a great week.
Yeah, you too. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you all for coming in.
Yes.
What are we doing next week? Oh, crystals next week, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. So I'm going to get all my crystals out, and you can help me identify them all again.
Yay, I can do that.
Okay. All right. Love you
All
guys.
right.
Have
Good
a great
night.
week. Bye.
Bye.